Hey, what's going on? All my Autobots and Decepticons out there, and Minicons and Minibots, whatever. Today we're going to be taking a look at, again, another older figure, but I figure I should do this because I've got a friend, James, he said he's having some problems with this, but at the same time I just wanted to get this out there. It's going to be over the Target exclusive version of the Beast Hunters, well, I'm just going to call them Terracons. So, Abominus, basically. You can see them all laid out here. And as you can see, they are a little bit different than their normal retail versions, being, they're having translucent plastic, and I think a couple shades of plastic are different. Other than that, they're pretty close. So let's go ahead and start off with the limb bots being, let's go ahead and start with these two. Here we've got Blight, who is better known as Blot. Instead of a nose monster, he looks more like a gargoyle dragon, wingless dragon thing. As far as weapons for him goes, he gets one of these little hammers cast in the nice purple translucent plastic. And peg that up here or in his mouth. So, as for his little transformation, it's pretty simple. You open up the, articulation, he's got ball jointed shoulders, he kind of rotates at the elbow, and he's got forward and back at the leg, although it's kind of weird. As for transformation, just want to rotate that out. Open up that, become the foot of the robot mode. You want to flip out the hands here. You want to rotate this part back 1 or 2 notches, and you just squeeze this all together. That'll form the body. Rotate these legs down. I'll just rotate this up, and that'll become like his little backpack. Reach out to the front here, and his head will rotate out, if I can get it. And there he is in robot mode. You just gotta rotate those down. Now let's go ahead and go into this next guy before I go into any more detail. This is Ripper Snapper. He's kind of a land shark dragon thing. He's originally supposed to be just a land shark, but I guess all the Predacons in Prime Beast Hunters need to be related to dragons. But we all know who this is, and he's got a growth. I'm not going to go any further with that. For his transformation, actually, articulation, again, little vestigial arms. He's got ball jointed legs, and that's really it. As far as the transformation, you want to bring this whole section back, like so. Bring this back and up. I want to take these pieces right here, split them apart, rotate them up, and split the head in half. Well, after you split the head in half, you want to rotate it back. Get these little arms out of the way. Again, rotate it up and around. That will form the foot. Keep those little arms up like that. Bring these arms down and rotate his head up. And there you got. Oh, and he's got one of these little crossbow weapons. Little bows. But, not bad, each of them. I mean, going over these first since they become the legs of Abominus. Now, what's interesting about Blot here is it looks very much like Soundwave in the face. Some really nice paint apps. As far as articulation, it's pretty much the same as Beast Mode. He's got the shoulder. It actually moves forward and back this time. That's also part of the combined mode. Forward and back, rotates. He's got toe wiggle. And he can nod. He can agree to everything. Now, as far as Ripper Snapper, pretty much the same. Ball joints, ball jointed here. Ball jointed legs. He's got a weird knee, which is basically his ankle. And he just kind of slowly nods. You don't want to move that too much, it'll just come off that little pin there. It's not a pin, it's just like a little clip. So, give them their weapons. Just peg that into his hand. Give Blot his hammer. And there's those two. So let's get these guys out of the way. And let's focus on the guys that will become the arms, being Twin Strike, better known as Center Twin, Wind Razor, better known as Cutthroat. And they too, he's got the hammer, he's got the crossbow. It's kind of a little demon hound, two-headed hound with two tails, as he's supposed to be, but again, dragons. His tail wiggles. He's got ball-jointed necks at one joint. Ball-jointed shoulders, nothing else in the legs. Ball joints back here, and then ball-jointed feet. Then you can store the gun up here right between his tails, or the hammer. Just looks a little weird. His transformation is a little simple, really simple. One thing I've got a problem with is one of these little knee guards does not come out far enough to rotate around, so you'll see that here in just a moment. So let's go ahead and get on to Wind Razor, or Cutthroat. Really nice green plastic, really nice gold paint on these translucent yellow wings. Got ball joint here, a little wiggle there up at the upper part. Got ball jointed legs here, and his head moves up and down. You can store the weapon in his mouth. So, transformation for Center Twin, just rotate this down, rotate the foot around, that will peg into place. This is the one that's giving me problems. Trying to do this without breaking it. There we go. Rotate it back. Push it. It doesn't want to push in, but it'll usually push in like this side. Rotate that around. Rotate the tails up. And rotate these beast legs back. Split these apart. These will become his arms. With these beast heads, you just want them sitting up like that. Reach down in here, and on this little bar, you just want to push that, and it'll rotate his head up. He's got a really nicely painted head too, that nice metallic kind of seafoam green, same with his legs. But not a bad little figure. He's got ball jointed shoulders, his head doesn't really move. He's got ball jointed knees and feet, or hips and feet. And you can take the hammer, put it in his hand, and there you go. Now onto Cutthroat. His print, all these guys are pretty simple since they're Legion class. You want to take his beast legs and just rotate those up to reveal his robot feet. Same on this side. Want to flip this tail up. Actually, not yet. Want to bring these shoulder pieces forward, down, collapse the wing, fold the beast head down, and the robot head will flip up around and clip into place, and then you fold in the beast tail. And there you've got Cutthroat in robot mode, and the paint's not bad on his face, it's mainly just his eyes, but you got some yellow paint here, and kind of did splash right here on the side of the foot, but again, ball jointed shoulders like you see in beast mode, and ball jointed elbows, although kind of at this weird joint, and ball jointed knees, and well, no, I mean, don't know why I keep saying knees, hips, and again, his foot joint is his knee joint is just a foot joint. And you can store his crossbow or just bow weapon in his hand. So yeah, not bad little figures to become the arms. I mean, at least they're a somewhat unified color. And he keeps falling over. So let's get these guys out of the way and focus on hun-gurr. He is a red and kind of pinkish gray dragon with two heads. Looks very much like a two-headed kangaroo, just the way the arms and legs look. And he comes with the little saw gun thing. Transformation for this guy is pretty simple. Flip up the head, those will become the feet, and this guy is a commander class. You flip those beast mode arms up. Let's go ahead and zoom out here. Rotate the tail back, revealing his head, and just bring around the arms with the feet folded down for little Wolverine claws. Then you can take the gun and same as we actually I'll just leave these claws folded out like so. And plug it in. So, not bad. Could definitely use better paint apps. But you got ball jointed shoulders, kind of wiggles at the shoulder. Nothing at the head, ball jointed thighs, any wiggles at the ankle. Now to get this guy into his torso mode, it's pretty simple. Rotate these up, fold up the claws, up, claws, fold the heads down, and this will become the front end of the combined mode. Want to open this up, fold that around, revealing the combined mode head. Now set that aside. Let's go on and get onto our legs. You want to take ripper snapper here, and these just peg together. Rotate this section down. These will fold down to become toes. This will be the heel. Open this up, rotate the head down, and there's that open cavity where that dragon head will go. And rotate these back to form the back of the leg. There, he's done. Now for blot. Want to do the same, fold the head back into the chest cavity. Now for here, it's a little bit different. You want to fold down the beast mode head to about there. Then there's these little, these little holes on the inside of the knees. Those you just want to stick if I can do this right. I've done this, no. Oh, it's been a while. Just trying to remember everything. Memory's not serving me right here. Yeah, there's that little peg hole right there at the bottom of the knee. I want to bring these back, or the back of the leg, and just tab those in. The feet will be flat. Again, bring the arms to the back of the beast, for more beast mode, and there's that leg. Now with the wind razor, pretty simple. Just fold out, basically turn them into beast mode again. I mean, that's really all there's going to be to it. And just keep that tail folded up. Bring these wings up. Now, one thing I like to do for the wings is I just have them kind of folded up together like this. Actually, up like that. There we go. Set that aside. Then for center twin, you just want to do the exact same thing, just right back to beast mode, basically. Just leaving the tails as they would be in robot mode. Because all these two limbs up here at the front, along with the heads, will form the hand. And I like keeping the beast mode feet up. Alright, so combination, you just want to take blot here. You'll plug in right there. Come on. There we go. Then take ripper snapper, do the same thing. Just he's got this little clip here, that little bar there. Just stick the dragon head down and clip it into place. And there you've got Abominus's bottom half put together. Just a little wobbly. Then take cutthroat here, and there's these two little pegs on his feet. They just peg right there into what will be now the shoulder, forming one arm. And then you do the same thing here with center twin, just peg those into there and there. And rotate that up. And there you've got Abominus in robot mode. Now as far as his weapons go, you can combine them. I mean, it's pretty simple. I usually take this, plug this right onto here. I plug the hammer weapons onto each side of this assembly, just to make it one big cannon thing. Actually, I usually have it with this part at the back, then these. Here we go, there's one weapon. I usually give it to the center twin arm. I usually have the legs for center twin rotated back as if they were in robot mode, because they just get in the way. And it's falling apart. And I usually give the cutthroat arm the little crossbow. So yeah, he's really difficult for me to get to stand up. I think I'm just missing a step. But there we go. Size comparison, he is really short. He's about the size of a deluxe class. I mean, that's what you get for a Cyberverse combiner. But hopefully this video helped. I mean, 16 minutes, so coming on 17 now. Just so much of a pain with these little guys, especially getting him in the stand. So, you know, if you haven't gotten this guy, I don't highly recommend him. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent about it. I mean, it's good to have a newer version of Abominus in some form, but you know, they could have done a lot better than this. I hope to see something, either, you know, we've already got Unique Toys coming out with it, but nice to see Hasbro come out with a full, you know, chug-sized Abominus. Other than that, you know, this has been Dalton at Daltonians TFs. You can find me on YouTube, you know, here, the same thing. Twitter and Facebook, those will both be down below, along with a gallery of this guy. It's not going to be very big because, well, you already seen how much time it took me to just get this video recorded. So I will see you guys with my next review, which will be Wednesday. So see you then.